Let's talk about channels. Like right now, in terms of like you guys are growing very, very fast, what is working? Email, PPC, in particular Facebook ads, YouTube ads, TikTok, Snapchat, social, organic.
Yeah, no, I mean, everything and all, we're constantly, we've got all the usual suspects down, right? So we're obviously at scale on Facebook and Instagram, and every brand's working through the iOS updates. We're running YouTube. We're getting better at the YouTube content we've got. We've got Google, we've got Snap, we've got TikTok. I think the issues with Snap and TikTok is it's hard to get scale like you get on the other platforms, right? So, you need at our scale, you sort of need to be everywhere. We're doing, there's direct mail, we've done some outdoor campaigns. We work heavily with influencers, from an entire gifting perspective, from ones that make sense from a paid partnership perspective. We obviously email, SMS, Messenger. You literally have to have everything at this scale and then like when you think you have enough, there's already 3 new things where the space is going. You need to be ahead. So I feel like Ann and I are always just like looking for the next thing that we need to layer into the business. And like she said, it's like this living, breathing organism that like once you get one thing set up, you bring in the next and like you plug it into the system and just keep iterating and scaling it.
Yeah, there's definitely not one secret like winner channel out there. I think that's a mentality probably back in like early 2000s. Probably not now, because in 2021 the competition has just gotten, the market's gotten saturated, right? You see that in like the increase in CPMs. Like now all the advertisers after quarantine is over and COVID kind of ended, like all of these new brands are going up and like starting to market. And so like CPMs are going up. Like you're seeing that across everything, like in Facebook and Instagram and even TikTok. Like every channel has gotten saturated. And so you really kind of have to layer in a little bit of everything to give yourself that incremental revenue, because it literally takes it all. It takes all of it to kind of get it. But there's not one channel that's like, oh, this is giving me like 50% of my revenue anymore, at least.
There's also like the little things that add up, right? So here's what I consider a little thing. We have a filter on Instagram, a try-on lash filter, right? And that doesn't necessarily equate to direct sales, but it's an assist to someone that comes into our acquisition funnel, and other than price, which is always the number one barrier to entry for any brand, right? Like, well, is it going to look good on me for a beauty product is probably the next one, right? So how can you layer in 10 different types of those things that add up to one really large thing that assist in the conversion process are all really, really important things that we're always trying to be ahead on.
Yeah, like I think it's like Kevin said, like ecosystem is a good word. Like how do you, like you sort of think of your brand as like an ecosystem, like how do you add more animals to that ecosystem to kind of assist in like a revenue growth, right? So that's kind of the way we see it, versus like one big animal making up most of the ecosystem.
I also think the interesting thing I've seen in this space, right, is there's some founders and brands, they're really, really good at direct response, but they lack any like brand or community, right? And then on the other side of the spectrum, you've got people that are really, really good at social and brand and community and literally have no idea how to run ads or like direct response or copyright or anything. So how do you merge those two worlds together and like create that perfect cohesiveness between the two worlds? And I think like that's what we're always trying to do.
Hey Foundr fam, we hope that you loved that clip. If you did, you can click through right here to watch the full interview. You don't want to miss this one. See you there.